What's up? What's up? Welcome to the market recap. Today is October 27th, 2025. So I just recorded this entire video and realized I didn't push the record button. So let's see if we can't knock this out super quick like. I didn't make a video yesterday because I was traveling. I did make a watch list. I did trade last night. I took one trade during New York. The only thing I really had on watch yesterday were yen trades. This pound group really wasn't here, or nor this Aussie Kiwi. But I still have these yens on watch for tonight's session. So we'll go through them. Starting with dollar yen, I had dollar yen, Singapore yen as primaries. I still have them as primaries coming into tonight. I entered this trade. I was kind of waiting to see how price developed and decelerated within this ascending triangle. On the 1 hour time frame, most of these yens are very similar. They're all, have these kind of daily large breaks up. They had a pullback and they had a follow through, and now they're kind of slowing down at recent highs, below recent highs, or above the recent highs, depending on the pair, right? So I think the nicest two are dollar yen, Singapore yen, because they're sitting at the previous highs right now. So from an ABO perspective, essentially trading a double top short, trading a breakout play is my goal. And that's what it was with the trade I took here at roughly 11 o'clock Central my time during New York. So just a few hours into New York session. And then just eventually price did break down and then started slowly pulling back. And then it got to the last hour of the session, roughly, a little after 3 o'clock my time. And I had a choice to make. It was either hold the trade through market rollover or close the trade prior to market rollover. And typically I err on the side of closing any open position I have that's a day trade prior to market rollover. I don't typically like to hold anything through market rollover. And that's because as soon as it occurs, spreads jump drastically. And sometimes it can be completely fine. It's not a big deal. And sometimes that spread could jump and knock you out of a position instantly. So if you want to hold a trade through market rollover, typically you also then need to delete all of your kind of management from it. So if you have a stop loss and you need to delete it from the trade, and then wait about an hour until after that first hour window of market rollover, and then spreads come down a little bit to nearly how they normally are, and then you can put back on kind of those stops. So previous experience for me is it's kind of a crapshoot. It's kind of like a 50-50 thing. Like I could be holding this trade through market rollover, and as soon as it occurs, it just gaps price super high, and then price never recovers and goes back down, or it gaps price lower and it never recovers and comes back down. So at the end of the day, I think it's just a personal preference thing. For me personally, I'm a day trader. I target 1 hour runs. I'm only after trying to capture, 6 to 8 candles on your 1 hour time frame. Right? So there should be a trend on my 2 minute time frame. And if by the end of the day, if I haven't hit my target zone, or I haven't hit the first target, or I haven't hit my ultimate kind of main target of the 2-to-1, then I'll just kill the trade. So most of the time. And then look to re-enter. And that's kind of where I'm at now, right? So they're in the first hour, spreads are still kind of retarded, so they need to chill out, and they chill out roughly around 5 o'clock for me. And right when that happened, price gapped down, so not in my favor at the moment. If price is still in this general area, I could just re-enter the trade at this point and just let it play out however it's going to play out. But now I'm kind of sitting on the sidelines waiting to see if it gives another entry. So primarily what I'm looking for now is price to push up off this level, get somewhere close to the previous kind of level here, or even retest these these kind of more extreme highs and get some deceleration there, and then I'll look to take another short. So, and at that time, if that occurs, it'll probably be which one's nicer between Singapore yen or dollar yen. Singapore yen, I think, was a little nicer than dollar yen, but I was taking trade during New York, and dollar pairs primarily traded in New York, so I chose that one over Singapore yen just because of the session I was trading in. If this entry comes up in the next few hours, I'll be in the Asia session taking it. So Singapore yen, both of those usually move a lot in Asia. So I'd be more kind of interested in taking a kind of a double Asia pair. But we'll see. As far as the other yens go, CAD yen, similar vibe, but it needs to push up a little bit more, right? So if these Singapore yen, dollar yen don't really play out, this will be the next option up. Same thing with Kiwi yen. Just needs to push a little higher. And then there's NOK yen that has probably the nicest price action of the bunch because it's sitting at, highs here on your daily time frame, high here, high there, right? So it has a good daily level as well as all this same double topness going on. Problem is the leverage on this pair isn't the best. I can get leverage for it, but I got to pay some astronomical commissions to trade it. So I'm kind of just looking at it at the moment. It's tradable for me, but I'd prefer to trade something like dollar yen or one of these other yen pairs that are normal from a commission standpoint to trade. So then I have a pound group. The pound group, most of these pound pairs, I'm more so looking for trades off of them come tomorrow, but there are some trades today. They're just not super clean, but they're there. But I think the much cleaner trade will be tomorrow if these play out, right? So pound Swiss, for example, it's an IBO on your 1 hour time frame. But it's, has some weird kind of choppy price action on your 10-minute, but it's there. Right, I can see it on my 1 hour time frame. This kind of IBO, as well as daily wise, you're at these extreme lows, and it's in need of a daily pullback to at least the daily 50 or these previous lows right here. So you have plenty of room to move in the direction we're wanting price to go, as well as you have some nice kind of horizontal support here on your 1 hour time frame, right where price is right now. So if to take this trade, the entry is roughly right now on a kind of a micro time frame trend change. The spread's still a little wide for me on it, so we'll see. Still needs to chill out a little bit. I think it's an option for tonight, but it'd be a lot nicer come tomorrow and something like this. If we get a kind of this, wave. Really, this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. If we get this wave 4 pullback, we can play wave 5 tomorrow. That's more so what I'm interested in, because then it'd be a really clean CBO on your 1 hour, IBO on the 4 hour. 10-minute time frame is roughly going to be an ACB. So, and then your daily is going to have some pretty bullish candlesticks and start that run essentially on a daily time frame to that daily 50. So, but there's an option to trade this tonight if one would want to. I just don't think it's the cleanest. Pound dollar, similar vibe, right? Like it's kind of an IBO, just like pound Swiss. Has some kind of weird price action, not the cleanest, but come tomorrow, it'd probably be a pretty clean CBO. This will be, and then it'll be an IBO on my 4 hour and so on and so forth. Pound Aussie, pound Kiwi are different vibes. Like these are all bullish pound movements I'm looking at here, looking at trading here. Pound Aussie is sitting at an interesting kind of level here, as you can see on your 4 hour time frame, as well as you can see on your daily. So you can see like resistance, support in this area, support all in this area. So very interesting level. Right now, I'm just kind of watching on the 10-minute to see how it reacts to that level. I think there's an option to take a kind of a micro time frame ABO play, like a breakout play on this, if the position size allows. If not, it will be a pretty nice IBO come tomorrow if it does play out. Same thing with pound Kiwi. It just doesn't have the cleanest of price action, but overall, same vibe as pound Aussie, right? If this continues and breaks out today, be a nice IBO come tomorrow. And then you'll have all the time frame aligns. You'll have your 4 hour, your 1 hour, your daily. Like they're all going to align on all of these pound pairs if we get the moves we're looking for today, essentially. But there's options to also trade those moves today. They're just not the cleanest. And then I have Aussie Kiwi on watch. It's a little tougher of a pair for me to trade just from a spread perspective. It's usually pretty large. It is tradable. It's just not a pair I typically trade due to the spread. But from just like a singular setup that's not a breakout style play, this is really the only option we've got for the night. You do have a clear, break a trend like this. So this is wave 1 coming back for like a wave 3 CBO on your 1 hour. It's a trend continuation on your 4 hour time frame. And essentially it's lining up to be an ACB on your 10 minute. If you switch it to the 15 minute, it fits a little bit better. Trading off that kind of like 15 minute 200 is what I would be looking to do. So we'll see how this one develops over the next little while. And then on development watch, I've got Euro Pound. I'm waiting for this to essentially hit the previous highs up here. You have a nice kind of daily level here that's been respected previously a good bit. So I'd be willing to entertain kind of like a breakout style play off of that level. If not, it'll work out to be, if we wait for it to break out, it'll still be a nice kind of IBO later this week. Pound yen, similar to these other yens, except this yen just hasn't really gotten close to the highs yet. So it's just on development, not really in an area to trade at the moment. Swiss yen's already broken the previous high. So again, not really interested in trading this as a breakout style play, but if these yens break down, I think this will be a nice solid trade. Aussie yen, similar, it needs to push a little higher. Not really ready yet for a trade. And then Euro yen, similar to Swiss yen, it already broke the previous high over here. So for me to take an ABO style play, so what I took earlier on this dollar yen, I need price to give me something. Like I need like a pattern to trade. So a double top. In this example, that's what I'm trading. I'm trading kind of a daily double top, but it also applies in my 4 hour, my 1 hour. But I need some kind of daily pattern. So I need the daily double top. And then when I break it down to my 1 hour time frame, I also need some pattern to trade. And then I have it on this one as a ascending triangle. Is what I'm mainly looking for. So if I have a trade like Euro yen that broke that previous high, then I don't really have a level to trade off of anymore because it's not respecting it. Same thing with Swiss yen, right? So hence why these are in development watch now. They're not really super nice kind of breakout trades anymore, but if we do get the breakdowns today, there will be some nice trades come tomorrow and just continuation plays. So yeah, so I'll be looking to re-enter one of these yens, hopefully, if we get a pullback at some point. If we don't get a pullback today and they just kind of continue running, then I'll be looking to trade them tomorrow with some continuation plays. Anyways, that's all I got, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. See you.